Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle today on the Minsk map, and it's jumphonner from 1AA clan. He's in the Kampfpanzer 50T, which is a German medium tank at tier 9. It's a reward tank from ranked battles. If you finish in the Division 1, get to Division 1, get access to the ranked bond shop, and you can purchase this for 20,000 bonds. Now I'm going to give you a bit of information about the changes in the Minsk map that came in this patch at 1.13. If you haven't seen that before, but we'll talk about those as Jumpy comes across them. So we're just staying in third-person view at the moment, just to avoid Jumpy's characteristic jumping in and out of the views. Another thing to notice about the Minsk map is the season has changed, so it's trees don't have many leaves, so I suspect it's an autumn view. I guess if it's a winter view, this would be covered in snow, given it's Minsk. Anyway, that changes the look of the map quite substantially. And Jumpy's just come to the spot to shoot across the map. You'll notice there's no light tanks across the field. Let's just look at the full lineup. I don't think there's any light tanks in the game, so there's artillery on each side. But no, there's only medium tanks and tank destroyers and heavy tanks, so it's an interesting combination. Okay, so here's one aspect of the changes. He's come to this area, there's a portal. Fires through there and gets a nice snapshot in. But just have a look. We'll zoom out into, this is also a new feature in the game. It's built in. You can zoom out and get this high level view. Notice where the red line is coming through this side of the building. Now, previously that red line was to the left and you could drive past the edge of that building and come around that side. But now that's been closed off. So the only way through is to come through that portal or to go around the outside on the right hand side is from the view that we've got, which exposes you to the field. Therefore exposed to tank destroyers and artillery and other tanks. So just go back into jumphonner's mode, try his view. No, he's just zooming in and out again. We'll just stay back here for the moment. Now, gave up that position because there was only himself and the M46 Patton, and there were too many tanks on the other side, so it looks like 4 or 5, and a bit of an overmatch there, so no point combating that position. Just going to basically get overwhelmed, and he's switching sides now to the other side. Now, a little bit about the Kampfpanzer 50T while we're traversing. So tier 9 tank, as I mentioned, it's got a 105mm gun, standard NATO sort of design, mid-50s. I think this was designed. It didn't go into production, but 320 average damage for the shell. The standard round is APCR with a shell velocity of 1473. I think the standard pin is around 228. We'll check that in a second. And the premium round is a heat round. Same damage, of course, but with a slower shell velocity. And the pin goes up to, I think, 268. Now I'm just going to jump this view. Let's just come across an object 777, which is another tier 9 reward tank you can purchase with tokens. Now these tokens you can earn by completing sections of the battle pass, which you earn battle pass points by playing random battles and also in other game modes. And you need 9 tokens to get the object 777, and that's pretty good value. I think obviously you've got to pick a tank that suits your style. So the Chaffetcher 4 and the AE Phase 1, both good choices as well, all costing 9 tokens. Again, choose a tank that suits your style of play rather than just what people say is a good tank. His team is a little bit down, hit points are even, but they're down 1 tank. Early stages of the game now. We've just going through the 5-minute mark, so it's a bit static, but just going on. Just looking for a shot on that IS-3A. Got rid of the ISU-152K there, but just getting pushed around for cover. it's just getting blocked by the Conqueror there, and the IS-38's pulled back into cover anyway, so a great opportunity there, and in fact Jumpy's decided there's not much chopping in that place, so he's choosing to relocate again. Given that they've gave up that left side of the map, they've now actually been cornered into this quadrant of the map, so a bit of defence in the back corner wouldn't go amiss, I would say. Now they're starting to lose even more tanks. They're now 3 tanks behind, although the hit points are still pretty on par. Jumpy, stop jumping around. Let's go back into third person view. And the pattern has just been covering this sector, which is good. In fact, there's target 2, who was coming down that left side. And we're going back in Jumpy's mode there. He lines him up, looking for the lower front plate. Yep, green, and fire he goes. And he's using the standard rounds here. There's a tier 8 to tier 9 game. He's at top tier, so no problems with the standard rounds. Although the angles of the target 2 can defeat you if you don't get the right shot. Now he's got the Wheezy 111-1 FT, the Chinese tank destroyer, and his APCR rounds go straight through those destructible walls, no problem. In fact, his heat rounds would too with the new rules, whereas heat rounds or HE based rounds, they will lose penetration going through destructible surfaces, so they're not completely reliable in that context. So definitely better to use your standard rounds or your non-HE based rounds for firing through walls. That can break, of course, and firing through a solid wall won't get you anything. Anyway, he's come up to the centre again. There are still 3 tanks down. Okay, he's found the STA-1, puts in a snapshot. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. That would have been a kill. Is that STA-1 going to continue? No, he pulls up short, so he probably knows. Of course, he would have spotted Jumpy, so he's probably wise enough to stop short. And someone's on cap. It's the Wheezy 111-1. Just a minute and a half to go, so it's got a bit of time to work some magic here, but someone needs to come around and try and help him, I think. Now the Batchat 25 T8 AP T9 French medium tank, he's basically just got him pretty much sidelined, stopped him with a shot through the front sprocket, finally gets the kill. So it's the first kill to Jumpy. Clock is ticking. Keep an eye on that, but there's more tanks arriving from across the field. There's the Udis 16 medium tank and an Udis 03. Now is he going to get him lined up? Hits him, but doesn't penetrate. It says armour not hit. Now I've got to find an explanation for that. I'm not really happy with what I'm hearing. But we'll have a look at that later. The Udis 16, the medium tank coming towards him. Pretty dangerous, but he managed to bounce the medium tank that he's facing. Now the turret of the 50T has got a bit of armour. It's 200mm. I'm not sure exactly the frontal armour. STA-1 comes down, gets a shot into him, but he gets the kill there. It's the kill he should have got before, but he's still there. Now the clock is ticking. He's going to get rid of this Udis, but they're down now to 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is this going to be a loss? 1 second to go. I want to reset. That was very timely. Who would have that have been? That's the M46 pattern. Lord Farquhar in the M46 pattern. That is a game-saving move there, my friend. So well done to that player. Jumpy lines up the Tiger 2 and gets rid of him. And one shot into that Wheezy 111. He'll get him too. Is he exposed? He certainly is. So just going to line him up. Front facing, no problem getting the kill there. So it's 6 kills now to Jumpy in fairly short succession. But again, let's just reflect on how close that came to a loss, and the save there by the M46 pattern. So again, well done to Lord Farquhar for basically saving the game. Now Jumpy is carrying the game for sure with doing the damage. He's come across the object 777, gets a shot in, and the pattern gets the kill. So nice bit of work there, nice cooperation. And there's only the artillery left. And here comes a shell, goes over the top of him, does a small amount of splash damage, and damages the crew, but he's already got his repair kit and his first aid kit in action, so they're on cooldown. He'll just have to live with the stun for the moment, and he recovers, and off he goes in under the artillery. Anyway, let's just reflect a little bit on that. He's close to 5k of damage. I'm sure his top damage in this game, he's got 6 kills. It looks like it'll be 7 if he gets to the artillery first. And this is an absolute carry. He's destroyed almost half the enemy team. They've certainly taken most of the hit points. So excellent effort there by Jumpy. He's carried his tank through the game, made good use of his hit points, and just deserts here if he gets the final kill. Artillery, yep, he hasn't moved, and in fact looks like he's given up. His gun is facing the other direction. He's still not moving his gun. One more shot and that's the kill. And that's the game winning move there. Well, the second game winning move, I should say. Let's go and have a look at the detailed results. So a first class mastery badge there for jumphonner. I'm sure that would have got an ace. We'll have a look at that when we get to the next section. He got 7 kills, that gave him the top gun. 5,301 hit points worth of damage, gave him the high caliber reward, which means the highest damage in the game and at least 20% of the total hit pool of the enemy's tanks. He didn't get any assisted damage, but he did block 1340, so good use there of his armor, or at least lack of knowledge of from his enemies about the weak spots of his tank. From a team score perspective, let's just resort that in XP order. So finished well on top, 1398 base experience. That would have given him an ace at tier 9 without a problem, but given this is a ranked battle reward and you have to get to first division, then it's pretty much going to be the top players who can earn this tank, which, well, good on you, jumphonner, for getting the reward. Just shows what position in the game you're at, but certainly, yeah, you're competing with the other good players who are playing this tank. The support there came from the M54 Renegade, who covered the right side of the match and basically played a good part there. But the Patton, Lord Farquhar, just call him out again, real game-saving move there to get to reset the cap just in time. He would have got an award for the reset, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a quick look. Yes, he got Defender Award for the at least 80 points of cap points that he saved. Well, he would have got nearly all of them, I would say. And on the other side, the Object 770 killed at the end. Got close to killing at the end, 36, 37 damage, and the outstanding player there on the enemy side. But the enemy came really close to winning that game. So the two players, Jumpy and Lord Farquhar, really contributing to the win completely. From the personal perspective, he fired 24 shots, 22 of those hit and 19 of those penetrated. That gave him his damage total. He made a decent amount of credits with some payouts. And again, a great game there for jumphonner. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. We'll have more good content for you through the week. So thanks for watching.